Hello, my beautiful duckling. Today I want to talk to you about manifesting and the reaction of hot and cold. So I'm manifesting something. Is it hot or is it cold? So many people talk about, especially when it comes to a specific person, they're hot and they're cold. Well, this is Susie, your beautiful swan queen. Welcome back to the garden. Hit the subscribe button, like, and tell me why what I'm sharing with you is changing your life quickly and easily for the better. Hot and cold. I'm going to tell you, hot is a fire. Cold is when the fire went out. Hot is when I turn my oven on so I can make a pizza. Cold is when the oven cools down. People can't be hot and cold. They can't be up and down unless they're bundled up in 27 layers of clothes or they have no clothes on. Well, then they might be able to be hot and cold. But when we're manifesting, especially a specific person, and we're talking about hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. My boyfriend's hot and cold. My girlfriend's hot and cold. My husband's hot and cold. I manifested him back and we have this relationship, but they're running hot and cold. You know, it's just words again. Words. Absolute stupid words in this case. Because truly, hot is a fire. It's heat. Cold is a refrigerator, a freezer, the air conditioner, the temperature outside. Is it hot outside or is it cold outside? That's all I need to know when I talk about hot and cold. When we're manifesting a specific person and they're running hot and cold, it's because we're talking about them like a fire. The fire's stoked, it's flaming, it's full, warmth, kicking out into the room, but the wood burns out and all of a sudden it becomes cold. That's why I like gas fireplaces. You just turn them on and they're always hot. You don't even have to turn it off because it always stays hot. My fireplace is absolutely amazing because it's electric, so my flames are always flickering. I never turn them on, so my flames always look hot. My logs always have embers on them because it looks hot. So if I'm manifesting a specific person and I'm talking about hot and cold, that means they're texting me, they're not texting me, I'm thinking about reaching out, I'm thinking about not reaching out. Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that? Again, you're making it too complicated. In order to manifest a specific person, we've already talked about the two things you need to do. The first thing is to change your story. The second thing is to ask better questions. But you've got to stop talking about the bullshit drama. Because if you keep talking about that drama, that's why they're getting cold. That's why they're no longer talking to you. That's why they're not responding to your texts. Or, here's a secret, they just might be busy. If they're busy, they can't talk to you. So, if you're dating a nurse or a doctor and they are dealing with pandemonium because of what's going on in the universe at the moment, they don't have time to respond to your text message. But you're thinking they're cold. In actuality, they're just really busy. Just because our cell phones are in our hand doesn't mean we have to answer them 3 seconds after it finishes buzzing. Sometimes it takes me longer than 3 seconds to read whatever somebody texts me. So a lot of people have been texting me about that thing we don't talk about and hot and cold. That's been the flavor of the week. Coronavirus, hot and cold. I'd rather talk about hot and cold because hot means they're paying attention to me. They're showing me love. They're doing the things that I want them to do. Cold means they're ignoring me and they're in radio silence and they're not responding, and no matter what I do or feel, it's just not working out for me. Well, here's the thing. Everything is working out perfectly because if you're saying they're hot and cold, you're manifesting they're hot and cold. If you're saying they're hot, they're burning with love, they're burning with desire, they're obsessed with me, they're always texting me, always calling me, always reaching out to me. I just think about them and the next thing I know I have a text or a phone call. But if you're talking about cold and they're ignoring you, that's exactly what you're getting. So which do you prefer? I talk about hot. I focus on the good things they do. So if you are manifesting health, you're talking about, why am I healthy? Because I feel good today. Why am I healthy? Because I don't need to wear makeup. I look great without it. I'm manifesting health. I might be eating a fruit salad. I'm manifesting health. I could be working out. I manifest health and I am washing my hands. But if I'm manifesting cold, I'm thinking about going into the refrigerator and opening the door and, is there any chocolate in there? Or is there ice cream in the freezer because that's cold? I know that I truly, truly 100%.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
My iPad. Interesting.
Okay, here's the App Store.
My iPad's even more interesting. He wants me to go to the App Store. That's manifesting, and I didn't even think about it. Guys, when you are manifesting, you're making it too complicated. If you are talking about the love of your life, talk about all the amazing things that they do for you, all the amazing ways they make you feel. 86,400 seconds a day, they cannot literally be attached at your hips. I mean, literally, you guys want them handcuffed to you. So I'm in a relationship and I have a handcuff on me and a handcuff on him. There's no breathing room. There's no room to grow, to explore, because you're doing everything together. You can't go to the store and come home with an interesting conversation because they're handcuffed to you and they've already heard that interesting conversation. If they don't respond to you because they're at work, they just might be busy. I mean, really, they just might be busy. But when we think of busy, it's a bad word. So my friends don't tell me they're busy. They tell me, hey, I got a lot going on. I'll fill you in when we get a chance to do dinner next week. Okay, no big deal. Can I come by and we can talk? Absolutely. But when I am manifesting relationships with people, I throw out positive and negative. I throw out 3D, 4D, 5D, 7D, 12D, parallel realities, hot and cold, and I just focus forward. Again, I'm walking to the beach and I see this amazing, breathtaking view, and I'm imagining they're there enjoying it with me. And they're telling me a story and they're enriching my life and entertaining my life. How many people entertain your life with stories? I worked in a call center. I used to get hundreds of calls a week, and everybody had a different story, a different take, a different reality. I'm not manifesting every single person be better, but I'm manifesting is that people treat me with respect, that they are always hot by appreciating me, respecting me, showing me love, doing nice things for me. That's why I talk about, why am I spoiled? Because if I'm spoiled, you are doing nice things for me, and all of those things. I'm loved, appreciated, respected. And you know, you might come home with a bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper or chocolate. You're going to bring me something from a restaurant, and you're going to make sure that you flagged it for a pickle allergy so I don't get sick. Those are hot things that I want to discuss. Those are things that make a relationship fun. I actually literally saw a post where the person said, you comment, you can talk to the other person if you want. It just blows my mind. You want to be in a relationship, but you don't want to talk to the person. But it's okay if you talk to the person. If I'm in a relationship, I want to know what that person's doing. If they're having a cold day, I want to know why. If they're having a hot day, I want to know why. If their day is just warm, I want to know why. Stop using big words that mean a fire is blazing or cold to describe your relationship, because there is no hot and cold in a relationship. It's a meaning you're putting to what that other person is doing. So you're giving them a script and a story that says they can treat you like crap. You're not setting boundaries. You're not setting expectations. You're assuming that they're going to message you because they want XYZ and then they're going to go silent. They're going to want XYZ and then they're going to go silent. You're assuming that if you get sick, that nobody's going to be knocking on the door because they don't want to be around you. I had a bunch of people knocking on the door. I had people sending me Gatorade from Amazon. I had people doing amazing things, bringing me steak dinners, bringing me other type of proteins to help build my system back up. And I didn't ask for it because my relationships are amazing. They're wonderful. They enrich my life. I have the perfect relationship. So I talk about a friend of mine and we have the perfect relationship. It's perfect. I actually had a conversation with my Katie and she's like, the relationship you have with him. And I said, it's perfect. She goes, do you want to take it to? And we discussed where I wanted the relationship to go. And she said, you know, it really is perfect for what you want. So do you want them to ignore you? Because that's what you're creating. Do you want them to text you good morning, good night? Do you want them to text you all day long? Not everybody's into that. Some of us want to go bowling. Some of us want to go fishing. Some of us want to go to the store and buy toilet paper. Didn't even get me started. Because I manifest relationships, and I don't put meaning to it other than the meaning I want. So I have the perfect relationship with Savannah. I have the perfect relationship with Katie. I have the perfect relationship with Travis. I have the perfect relationship with Jared. Even if you're not getting along with somebody, you can still find reasons why that relationship is perfect and build on that relationship. So if you're not getting along with your child and you are not getting along with your specific person, what are things that you love about that relationship? What are things that make you feel safe? What are things that make you feel appreciated? What brings joy into your life from that relationship? And go, you know, I have the perfect relationship because of this, because of that. Because of this, I have the perfect relationship. When they do this, I know it's the perfect relationship. Stop talking about things you don't want in your relationship, because the more you talk about hot and cold, that's what you're getting. The more I talk about a perfect relationship, if I don't get a text for 3 or 4 days, I'm not worried. I'm not thinking they broke up with me. I'm not thinking they are ignoring me. But I guarantee you, if I don't get a text in 3 or 4 days and I do bump into them, I'm going to be like, you're ignoring me. Why are you ignoring me? Is there something I need to do because you're ignoring me? And they're going to be like, Susie, really? I'm not ignoring you. I'm busy. And I'm like, oh, now we can't talk because you just said the busy, busy, busy word. And we hate the busy, busy, busy word. And I'm going to use that to play with them. I'm not attacking them. I'm playing with them. My friends know that they only ignore me when I want to close the door and be ignored, because I create silence. I create nobody knocking on my door. I create people knocking on my door. If God wants me to date, knock on my door. I've said that multiple times, and you know what? The last 3 guys I've dated have knocked on my door. I didn't do anything. So changing you changes every situation, and people show up the way you want them to show up. So stop focusing on cold and start focusing on hot, or better yet, why you have the perfect relationship. I love you guys. Hit the subscribe button, the like, and tell me why what I'm sharing with you is changing your life for the better.